Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So we are heading to Bathurst, one disaster race I would say. I almost had a DRS reset here because I took my time to figure out this race because this is kind of race that you got to qualify earlier. So I put some effort to qualify as much as higher I can because the thing in this race you got to know the times that you got to back up because you'll be awarded free penalties without doing anything. So let's jump into the video. So I'm starting P5 here. It's a mixed lobby, and then my SR especially because this is my second round, so I don't really care about SR, but as long as I drive clean. So we are starting P5 here. My goal right now is to stay in P5 and especially first two corners. And if I go to uphill in P5, obviously there is nothing much unless you get rammed. So with this current situation, you can't really see who's in the real ranking because a lot of DR is SR resets, and then you got a lot of fast drivers in the lower B lobbies, lower C lobbies. So I'm very lucky that I'm using second account for these races. So, and one more thing, I was driving WRX before for these races, but the thing throughout the mountains I used to gain a lot of time from them, and then but when it comes to straights I struggled a lot, and then they were easily I'm losing nearly more than half a second throughout two straights. So I decided to go with Aston, and then I figured out that how to drive Aston without a TCL. So good thing for us. So going up to the first corner, as you can see, a lot of ajibaji going to happen on first two mountain corners because if the people are this close it's gonna be a hectic one. So I'm trying to get close but not too close here. So as long as I maintain the pace and then I maintain the gap to behind, I'll be fine because first corner everyone makes it fair. And okay, P3 went too wide there and then he lost tons of time, and then I kind of took the corner okay, but somehow I lost the gap. So I went too wide there and then I had to back off the throttle here. This the worst thing, you can't really see what's going on ahead, and then top of that you got mountains. If someone is slow through the mountains, it's gonna get you penalty here. So you got to know where to put your car in the track and where to back off the throttle. So and then here again, so I decided to back off here. Actually I put my throttle very late. I decided to back off because I had some salty experience here. As you can see, he's very slow through the mountains, and that's kind of scary because sometimes the chances are there you just touch him and then he's already loose and he lost the control, and then you just get a free penalty for something you didn't do. So I kind of back off there. I just because when I see the gap to behind, it's really fair, so I can maintain this pace. But I think I kind of dropped there, and then the guys are going way too fast. But a lot of ajibaji going on. P2 second place, third and fourth is going side by side, and I can feel that there's something salty gonna happen because it's not ideal to go. As you can see, okay, all four positions. I'm so lucky I backed off there and then through the mountains because you will see what's gonna happen there. They're going side by side, and 1 2 3 and 4 cars bomb out. 4 cars on one corner. This is why I realized that this race is all about that to when should when you should know to back up and just give them the space. And then doing that I gained 4 positions in one. Let's see if we can capitalize P1. So the gap is 1.4 and 1. Yeah, nearly 1 second gap in here, and then so I hit the fastest sector. So let's see if we can capitalize this. Throughout the mountains I gained a lot of time there, I think. Yeah, I did. And then P1 is a very faster driver. He's finding his rhythm so far, but as soon as he get into his normal pace, he'll be pull away, I'm sure. So let's see if we can capitalize. And because my best race pace here was like 2.6 2.5 lates, that's my best I could do here, and then my qualifying time was 2.5.4 or something. So I was lucky there that a simple right here in the last lap I just back off. Okay, P1 went very loose there. He touched the wall, and then that gives us the fastest sector again, and then he's loose again. So we gain a lot, and he keep touching the wall, and it kind of sucks to his speed. Again the same thing. this is the corner that I still couldn't figure out. I'm kind of lost in this corner, and I lost a lot of time toward this corner. But yeah, but it's a quite okay lap for us because we managed to get into the tail of him. So let's see if we can capitalize. And right now I'm on his slipstream, so seems a good race for us so far. Thanks to my wise decision that I saw. So in here there's no chance to back off. So okay, again he lost the corner there. He just kind of lost. He is still finding his rhythm, and then you can see he's all the way. So he's not defending at this point. That is a good thing that he's not trying to defend or something too silly. Okay, again he went too wide there. He just lost the throttle because Aston is an overpowered car. And then so we are going side by side to the first corner, and then I tried to take the inside line. I'll give him plenty of room outside. Yeah, the move done. So now we are on the race lead. So I like that move. It's a typical textbook move, so nothing fancy there. But now it's all about throughout these mountains. I figure out that I'm good at mountains than him. I gain a lot of time. So again he tried to go side by side. Actually this is a trick that I pull out because I realize if you can put someone outside of you there, they are going to lose tons of time because that's a off camber. This corner and then the previous corner off camber covers. As long as you go wide there, it will drag you to the wall. Okay, he came back. Wow, that's a clean move, and we are going side by side to the mountains, and then he backed off there. A very wise move by him. It's a very wise move, I'd say. Some clean racing there, and still he knew when to back off because if you try to like go there and then side by side, the chances that it's gonna end up as a chaos. So fair play to him. And then throughout the mountains, as you can see, I'm gaining a lot from him. So I think I'm good at the mountains than him. So actually I badly wanted it because if he was at least half a second closer in here, I'll be getting slammed here because of this slipstream. It's a long straight, and he's also on a Aston, so obviously he's gonna catch me up, but at this point he can't because he kind of lost the slipstream. So all good for us. It seems to be it's going really good. And my only concern here, there will be a time that he finds his usual pace because his qualifying time was 2.3 or 2.4 and 0.1, so it's over 1.5 second than my timing. So he's at some point he's gonna find his rhythm and then get back to us soon. So before that, at this point he's little large body, so I have to make a move. I have to make at least 3 or 4 seconds gap. So when he finds his rhythm, he has no choice but to keep his P2. Again he's right on a scale, and then yeah, first two corners no issue. I don't know, I figure out that this race you should know when to put off the throttle, because if you're so eager to put on the throttle and you go behind someone in very close to the mountains, chances are that you will be getting a penalty, even it's not your fault. So it's always ideal that you just back off when you should know, like what I did for the lap one. I purposely backed off from the group because I knew the gap behind was enough for me to maintain my pace, and then I don't really want to fight with them, and then I gained 4 positions on just one corner. So okay. It's already a challenging race because at night you can't, especially with Aston's light, you can't really see anything unless you're very close to the object. So okay, all good throughout. Okay, now we are maintaining a good gap, and he kind of lost it. He's still finding his rhythm, I think, but at some point he will be coming really harsh on us. So if any corners that I'm losing time in this corner because I'm really bad at this corner. I just go too wide and I just figure out that, and then first two corners, especially the last corner after this straight, I lost plenty of time there, which I shouldn't have done. But so far everything seems good because we are maintaining the pace, nothing so fancy. I just don't want to make mistakes in this race. At least I really want to keep this win and then get myself into higher rankings. It's pretty to watch this race on highlights. If you hear it's nice, like you feel the headlights and you feel like it's a nice race actually. I wish there was some medium tires involved or some kind of fuel saving, so to spread the pack, you know. So it would be great because when you spread the pack like that, it's a nice race. But if you're running close to 2 3 cars, it's a disaster race. It can ruin your SR rating, because even if it is not your fault, even a trying tab, let's say you have someone who's very slow through the mountains and you can't get into throttle, because the moment you get close to him and he lost it, and you will be awarded penalty. So I don't know, so it's kind of scary to run some close to someone in this section especially. Okay, kind of too wide there. I should have taken more tighter line, and that kind of killed my timing again. I wish really there were some soft tires or medium tires involved in this race to make things interesting, so you can actually like get the pit strategy to work and spread out from the pack. If someone's starting from behind and he has a good race pace, you can pit early and then go throughout the race. Something like that would be awesome in this track. Again, I lost plenty of time in that corner. I'm not good at that corner. I really have to work on that corner. This is a good practice for me for upcoming manufacturer series. Or there's also a race at Mountpanorama, so it's a good practice again. All good at that corner too, so no issues. I think he's gonna catch me up at lap 8 or lap 9. As you can see, he's start beginning to find his rhythm, so he's a faster guy than me. So the only thing that if he's faster at last 2 laps, if you're going mountains, you'll be in shit. So as much as I make the gap in here, it would help me on the end of the stage, end of the race, so I can maintain again another fastest sector. In this section it's okay, but when you go to the mountains, it's really dark. Like you can't you can't literally see anything. You have to try from your memory. You got to like get used to your memories, and then from there. So yeah, everything seems fine at this moment, but I have a feeling he'll be finding his rhythm anytime soon. So I hope he will not. So let's see. So far, I'm pulling out some of my best laps. I mean, from the race pace. So okay, okay, did that corner nice this time. That was much better from throughout that corner. So Spanian coming close again, huh? Spanian finally find his rhythm. As you can see, he's maintaining the gap. It means that anytime soon he will be putting up some good laps here. Oops, little wobbly there. So far everything seems fine. I'm driving the best I can, and then the pace seems okay. So another good lap. Nothing fancy, nothing super fast laps, but very consistent. So that's all I want, because for me putting up 2 5s and then 2 7s wouldn't help. If I can maintain 2 6s here, I'll be able to get the win here. So no issue. It's already hard tires with this thing. It's very scary, especially throughout the mountains. You feel like you're gonna hit the wall. You will be hitting the wall anytime soon. So Spanian is coming very fast. As I was expecting, he'll be catching up anytime soon, so I'll have to do some defending anytime soon. The only good thing that I'm better on the mountains than him, so throughout the mountains I'm gaining tons of time. Oh. Okay, little wobbly there. It's not the tightest line I could do. It kind of slows me down on the exit, so not cool. Again, too slow on the throttle. Very slow on the throttle there. I couldn't put the power down. I should have taken the tighter line and wait for the exit. Still the gap maintained, so the good thing still the gap is super cool. But Spanian seems to be finding his rhythm finally. Yeah? He's gaining a lot, and then it kind of put pressure on myself, because even if it is 176, knowing that he's super faster than you and he just lost his rhythm and he's back on the throttle, it's not a good sign, because it kind of put pressure on you, and especially drivers like us who's really new to the game, who's not much experience, so it's not ideal. It's not ideal at all. I already start feeling the pressure right now, and then as soon the more he closer he gets and the more pressure I start feeling, and I'm about to make mistakes, so I'm trying my best not to look at them. The worst thing in this view is like, this view is super cool, especially when you're doing overtakes, especially you're going through mountains, you know where the car is. And I usually use bumper cam, but this cam I find like I'm not looking at behind as much as I used to, so it kind of helped me to make my consistency. But without having the rear view mirror, it's very hard to do the defendings, because you can only see someone behind you when they are in a 0.5 or 0.5 or 4 seconds gap. So it kind of, it's too late when you're that close to close down, especially on these rankings. Okay, again little poor there, again very slow on the throttle here. Oh my god, he look at the way he gained the time. This is the thing, that if someone is super faster and then he's already faster than you, and then you got the he made a mistake, and finally he find the rhythm, and it put a lot of pressure on you, especially when in the back of your mind you already know that he's really nearly 1.5 seconds faster than you on the lap times. And then it look what it does to my lap timings. It puts me off completely, because it's the pressure. But let's see if we can keep the position. We have to defend one lap, but even you defend throughout the mountains, when you come to the straight there is nothing much you can do, because you'll be stuck, you'll be completely stuck. So now the gap is super close, man. I need to have good exit from here if I want to defend, because otherwise he'll be super close to me. Final lap defending, it's a thriller race. It's a thriller race. In the mid section, mid laps, it was a little boring. I was all around, but now he's right back of my tail, and then he's coming very hard towards me. So let's hope we can do something. Okay, since he's close, I decided to go inside line, but he's not close enough to make, so I moved to outside, take my wider line as usual. All good throughout there. Little slow on the throttle there, again gives him a better line. And then here I don't want, yes, it's too wide through there, very wide there. Look how slow I was on the throttle. All the mistakes I tiny mistake, again I tapped the wall. Throughout the race I didn't tap that wall, and then the faster lap, because I'm nervous and I tapped the wall, and it kind of drops my pace. Oh, that's bad. It allows him to catch me up. Look, I lost like 2 tenths or 3 tenths there, and then okay. Oh, too wide there, again too wide. I lost. That's my fastest section over him, and then I lost all the momentum there, and I tapped the wall too. So oops, another dive in by him. Actually, throughout the I just watched the replay and then I realized it's not completely his fault too, because what happened, I was not using my radar there. I didn't see where he was. I was kind of nervous there. I forgot to turn on my radar. Instead of that, I just kept my sectors, and then he was already inside there. He was already putting his nose there. I didn't see. I just took the normal line. Slammed. I just took my normal line, and he thought that I'm gonna take a wide line. I lost it, and he went through inside. So it's not a dirty move or something. It's just he was already inside there, and then I didn't see. It's my fault that I should have taken a tighter line, but unfortunate. But it's all good because we started P6, we managed to finish P2 without any penalties. So shout out to the Spaniard. It's not a dirty move at all. So we can't blame him for that. It's completely my fault not turning on my radar. So it's all good. A good race, very consistent one for my ranking. So happy about the result, and thank you for watching, guys. And if you're doing this race, make sure you maintain a good gap, otherwise you're gonna get your SR reset again. So thank you.